Yo, hello, and welcome back. This is Frosthair, and we are playing some Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition again today. We'll watch this video and then I'll chat.
It's only been a year since the Battle of Sword Valley. How? How did the numbers grow so quickly?
Are their numbers too great even for you, Gado?
Otharon.
Medic Shala, here are your new orders. You and Juju are to ready the evac ships. You will be in charge of the evacuation.
But...
You must realize the ships can only carry so many. We must stay behind and fight to protect those who remain in Colony 6.
I'll be fine. I'll be able to keep my mind on the battle, knowing you're safe.
promise me.
Shala,
Promise that you'll meet us outside the colony. Just make sure you get out of here alive.
yeah. I promise. Don't worry.
Gado, a promise is a promise. And until I see you again, I will protect everyone.
No, let me protect everyone.
Shala!
I keep them real safe inside my belly.
Shala! Juju! Juju! Where are you?
Hey there. Are you alright?
The sleeping princess awakes. Had us worried there for a minute.
How long have I been out?
Huh?
How long have I been unconscious?
4 hours, I'd say.
I've got to get out of here.
Hold up.
Mind if we go with you?
Just gotta go save Juju.
You're gonna bust into the base, right? We want a piece of the tree.
Really?
Truth be told, we were gonna leave without you. But the thing is, I get roughed up a lot, and we don't know anyone else who can use ether.
Thank you both.
Man, it's a long cutscene.
It's been a while. And it's just... I never imagined I would go back to Colony 6 like this. I'm sorry. Lost myself for a minute. We can get to Colony 6 from the valley where Juju was taken. It's this way.
Okay, first things first, I gotta pause this for a sec. And I gotta check this video because it doesn't look like it's giving me audio, which I'm really worried about. Okay, so we're back. Had some audio issues, so hopefully it won't be too low for you now, but that's fine. So we are going out of Tafora Cave, and we're gonna go. Do I have anything that I'm like? Do I have any missions that I haven't done yet? arts. I know this is probably not the greatest like start to a video and everything. So today is honestly for me is gonna be about all about just taking it easy and speed. No, do Buster. It's all for me. It's all about just taking it easy. It's been I don't even say it's been a long week or anything. It's just like, you know, oh, what was I doing? I was doing checking missions. Apparently more arts. Oh, he has one. Shaker Edge. Quests. No quests. Okay, cool. Wait. I did do all the quests. So I want to go here. So yeah, it's just been like, so, and I don't want to seem like I'm not coming, you know, I'm gonna come off however I want to come off, like however you take what I'm about to tell you and stuff. Like it's more about you than it is about me. But I was playing Valorant with some friends last night, so I've made this comment a couple times before. It's just like the amount of hate in the world sometimes is just too much, you know. And like, I'm all for disliking stuff, you know, and being upset about things, and you know, not agreeing with someone. Like, that's fine. But just like, there's so much. Yeah, fuck that. Windy Cave. That guy's level 75, man. But just like every time I go on Twitter and I go to look at something on the news, like I look at a news story or something, it's just like, if it's something that's promoting something that like Democrats or liberals or just like even like, you know, a certain group of people say, it's like everyone in the comments is like, this is like I'm gonna put this down a little bit. Now I know I had it up, so down, so I think this is an enchant. So it's just like every time I go on Twitter, it's like, oh well, this group of people sucks, or like, you know, I consider myself to be left-leaning. Like, I guess I'm a Democrat or whatever, but like, even then, like, that's not even just part of it. Like, I'm a very open person in terms of like ideologies and everything. Like, there's no like strict gender norms or like things like that. Nothing like that is ever like ingrained for me. Like, if you are, you know, you want to have a career, like, you can do that as a man or a woman. You want to have, like, if you're born with male parts and you want to have female parts, like, that's cool. Like, whatever you want to do, man, it's your life. It doesn't impact me. It's not even my business in most cases. Like, sure, like, I'm all for juicy gossip and everything, because it's, you know, that's fun, but like, as long as it's not judgmental gossip, it's not like, oh my god, like, did you hear about so-and-so, like, they're so wrong for their decision or whatever, you know, like, stuff like that isn't okay. But like, you know, if you want to know, like, I think like having a personal interest in like a story or a person or something like that is okay. Like Dr. Disrespect got banned yesterday from Twitch, and I want to know what he did. I mean, it's not necessarily my business, and like, I'm not gonna actively go hunting people to figure out like what's going on or whatever, but like, I want to know. That's interesting to me. But I mean, you know, unless what he did is impacting other people, like whatever. And I'm sure maybe it was. Maybe it was that, you know, he did something. I'm not even gonna speculate, but like if people do stuff wrong that's like against the law or like just morally wrong or whatever, like yeah, then you can be against them. But even if you're against them, be against them in a productive way. You know, society has turned into a culture of hatred. Oh my god, he did this. We hate him now. Can't cancel culture. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm against cancel culture, but like, I think that people should be given at least one second chance, provided that they are willing to learn, willing to work with people in turn, learn, you know, make improvements on why what they're doing is inappropriate. And like this is a sidebar into what my whole story was. But I was mainly getting to the point of like that just everything is so, there's so much hatred. You know, we get on something and it's like there was one girl, there was a picture I saw where there was one single girl on a soccer field that she was the only one on her team that wasn't kneeling during the national anthem, and everyone else was, you know, they were all wearing masks, everything, but she was just the only one who wasn't kneeling. And like the comments for everything were just so insane. Just like complete, like, you know, there were people who were standing with the girl, which is, I mean, that's fine. Like, you want to be like, yeah, sure, I don't believe in kneeling, blah blah blah, but like, and like that's your right. Like, as a person, as a human citizen, like that's cool. You don't believe in kneeling, like that's fine. Like, you have your reasons for it, and you don't want to kneel, that's fine. But it's a personal difference and a societal difference, right? So it's like your viewpoints are different. Maybe you have a reason, like you're like, okay, you know, I understand why you guys are kneeling. That's not for me. You know, I stand because I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Like, this is how I honor my grandfather who was in the military, or something like that. It's by standing. And like, I understand why you guys are kneeling. Like, that's cool. If you have like a reasoning like that, that's fine. But the people in these comments were just like, the comments were just so, there's so much hatred, you know, like, yet it was very pro the girl kneeling, and the comment with the picture was that she's brave, and she is brave. You're saying it for what you believe in, that's fine. But then, you know, most of the comments beneath that weren't positive comments. They weren't, man, she's really brave for doing what she believes in, blah blah blah. It was hatred toward the other girls, and I don't know what teams they are. But I'm assuming they looked like young adult women, like, and like that's a thing where it's like, you know, they're young women, and they deserve respect too, like for their viewpoints. But all the comments were just like, "That's so disgusting. They're kneeling," and like, I hope their parents punish them when they got home, and like stuff like that. And it's just like, oh, like who who are you to say anything about that? I don't know. It just like it frustrates me to see some of that stuff, and then also to be like, and that's the mild side of it too. Like that's just one thing. Like if you start going on these things like Arizona's governor shut down their the bars and gyms again today for 30 days. Like you go tweets about that, you go into those tweets. Good luck. So anyways, what sparked this whole thing was I was playing Valorant with some friends last night, and I wasn't doing particularly good. I mean, I wasn't doing terrible. I think I finished like 8 and 12 or something. It was a negative line, but whatever, I was out there to have fun. It was unranked. I played some rated games, and I did well for what I thought I was accomplishing. I accomplished what I wanted to do. I was positive in the 2 games that I played to get ranked. Everything else, went fairly well for those games. But then I stepped into an unranked game, and there was one guy who was just so toxic, man. But he was toxic to everyone. He was taunting the other team. So me and my friend were both getting on the comments, and we're just like, dude, chill out. Like, it was all text chat too. And so he was taunting them, and so me and my friend were like, dude, chill out, you didn't do it. And so he started attacking us, and he said, like, and I've never experienced like true toxic behavior. Like, I've had like some trolls and things like that, but this guy was like toxic. Like, we told him to chill out, and he's like, blah blah blah, like, this is why your rank's so low, because you suck at the game and you're dog shit and all this stuff, and totally inappropriate stuff, right? And I'm just exploring right now. I'm having a chill stream. I don't know what we're actually gonna get accomplished today. We might move on with the story. I don't have any weapons, but any missions, but I just kind of curious to see like what's up there on that thing. So we'll probably go check that out and then move on with the story. But anyways, that's what we're doing today. But so back to story time. So yeah, this guy is just like super toxic. You guys are dog shit, blah blah blah. So me and my friend were just like, he's like, you guys are terrible, and he wasn't doing good. He wasn't doing good either. He was like barely positive in the game at the time, and so we were up big. We were up like 8-3 games, something like that. And we decided we were on the defending side, so we decided that we were just gonna, we're gonna take a round and screw with this guy. And so anyways, he starts going in on us like hardcore, because we trolled him for the one round. We both stood right next to him the whole round. We were like, and we put in the chat, we're like, if you're so good, like, we're gonna stand here and learn from you. Let's see how you do it. And he was completely tilted at that point. Like, he like started going off at us, like, you guys, like, more of like the you guys suck and everything. And then he was like, you guys need to go kill yourselves. And it's like, oh, he just popped out of nowhere. And so like that's the point where I'm just like, nah, we can't. Like, I'll take up with a lot of shit. See ya.
This isn't going well. Sorry. I got.
Oh, I'm definitely dead.
I'm sorry.
Oops. Anyways, okay, well there's a bad guy up there, so I can't go that way apparently. So let's move on with the story. So at that point I was just like, look at whatever. This guy, he's annoying. We'll try to ignore him, blah blah blah. Well, then I'm in the same vicinity as him. I'm not standing near him. I'm not trying to stand near him or anything. I'm just in the same vicinity as him, getting ready to defend. And he throws his... He was playing Phoenix, so he threw like the flame thing at me. The flame grenade. And I should have let it kill me. I should have let it kill me. But I didn't. And so yeah, and then like he was trying to get like he was typing in like the all chat that like I was attacking him and stuff and everything. It's just like I can't attack you. I don't have any moves that attack you. You attacked me. Like, what's your problem, dude? And so he was just going off, and he was like, he was calling my friend gay and like all this other stuff and everything. It's just like it wasn't, you know. I just don't understand people like that. And so like that brought me to this whole thing about Twitter and everything. It's just like I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like the masks and coronavirus and all these people with their fear porn and everything. It's just like, it's not fear porn. It's just like, just be a decent fucking human being. Like, we're not saying wear a mask because we want you to not have freedoms. We're, you know, the government is opening back up. They're opening stores. They just want you to help them out. Because if you don't wear a mask, then we have to close down again, like we are now. It's just like, you know, I'm just. But yeah, so we're shut down again for 30 days for most things. Alright, so Colony 6. Let's see what we got for Colony 6. Got a little. Alright, so we got a cutscene, and then we'll go back to story time. Maybe I'll bring it down a notch.
It's like a fortress. Do people really live here?
So much has changed. It's only been a month.
We'll find Juju and then smash some metal.
Wait! We can't just rush in.
We could enter through the mine.
Mine?
There's a massive ether deposit under the colony. The first settlers here built right on top of the mine. That's how we got our colony. The mine is like a network of tunnels. It's much more complicated than the colony streets. They can't have figured it all out in the space of a month.
So...
She means it's the best route if we want to remain unseen.
You're catching on.
Great. So how do we get in?
Through the drainage outlet. It's just up ahead.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, just like, okay, well, we're here. We are here. I think this is. I mean, I don't even know. Is this the drainage? So where am I at? Where am I at? So this goes back to the drainage. I think that goes back to. I think that's up to where we need to go. Like this way, right? This is where we came from?
The enemy's weak. Let's don't drop your guard.
So, I don't know. I just like... Honestly, the biggest thing against like 4 people right now is like, hey, Supply Road. Did I go the wrong way? Oh, this is where this was, right? Yeah, so, okay. Well. It's like, if you're an American and you care about your freedoms and you're like, my freedom, blah, 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 I'm free, I don't have to do anything. Like, if you want things to be open so you can continue enjoying your freedoms, then it would benefit you to help out with controlling the virus and wear a mask. That would, that would be beneficial. But then you don't want to do that because you're too fucking selfish. So what happens is then we say, if you're not going to do this on your own, well, then you need to do it. Like, we're going to tell you have to do it. And then those people that don't want to do that, they're all, I'm not doing that. Like, those people need to be fined. Like, if you have a legitimate, like health reason that you can't wear a mask or something, like, that's fine. I'm all for it. Whatever you need to do, I'm cool with it. If you're not wearing a mask just because you don't want the government to control you, like, you're an idiot. That's simple. And like, I'm not afraid, like, to say that. Like, I try to choose my words as nicely as I can in most cases, but like, it's just, it's too obvious in this case. Like, if you don't want to care about other people and you're only concerned about yourself, then you're selfish. That's simple. You're either selfish or you're stupid. And like, either one, And like, I don't care what your political beliefs are, I don't care what your religious beliefs are, like, if you're not able to put... Ooh, what is this? That's 2 Amblygon turtles. Hopefully these will go some way toward helping the colony. Okay, cool. Ooh, Daza in big trouble. If Daza not have that thing, then it really bad. Oh, hello there. Friends can listen to Daza. Some Hoxes steal Daza's proof of no-pawn merchant status. If Daza had not had proof, Daza cannot trade. That doesn't sound good. That's quite a problem. Daza not know what to do. Friends must get it back for Daza. Can Friends do that for me? I'm glad he asked, because he seemed very straightforward. Like, you go get this now. And so, like, yeah, it's just... How could you let them steal the proof of your merchant status? Daza only look away for a second and they steal it. They want it because it's shiny. If Friends not help Daza not know what to do. Will Friends help Daza? Sure, why not? Find a no-pawn coin in the area of Colony 6 Splintered Path. Friends really help Daza get. Daza make sure to give Friends a really good reward. No problem, leave it to me. I know you said you can't trade without it, but do you want to trade? Ooh. Nah. Who's anything good? No pawn merchant. What we got? Oh, we got some books. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see. Steady driver. Army pike. Phalanx are down. Compared to what she has now. Yeah, her other one has the strength and ether up, so I'm gonna go with this one, I think. Ooh, that actually does good for him. For her, sorry. Ooh, it's HP up though. Is that worth it though? It might be worth it. I already have one though. Alright, get one of those for her. Alright, those aren't good. No. That was pretty cool. They go for him, and that strength up can be moved. Alright, so buy diver gloves. All those suck. Cool. Quit. Alright, let's equip all this stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't know, man. There's just so much that's like, there's just so much that like goes into it, you know? Oh, he's already wearing that. Which makes sense. So I don't know what I was trying to say. Just like there's so much hate in the world, and there doesn't need to be. Alright, so he has a strength up too, which we're gonna move over. And that's all I bought. Skill trees for her. She's now on long range. Extends range of long distance arts. Let's do perseverance. Skill links. She still can't do that. That one's fine. Alright, so it looks like that one's good there. Alright, well, move on then. So, yeah, I mean, it's closed house, so I guess I gotta go down this shaft over here. But like, it's not a hard thing to be a good person. Like, it really isn't. And like, you can be selfish and still be a good person. It's not like it's literally not hard to be a good person in this situation. You can be as selfish as you want for everything except for like 2 things that people are doing. And it's just like, people can't do it. People suck. People really suck, dude. Like, that's all I'm saying. People suck. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what else to say. And some of you probably watching, they're like, then just stop talking, because you're, you're running in circles about why people suck so much. It's just like probably coming off poorly or whatever. But
We make a great team.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
I wrote a paper in college. Well, we'll expand on it a little more. Just because, why not? Why not? If you haven't left now, we'll try to make you leave one more time. And then we'll move on with our lives. But yeah, just like I wrote a paper in college about how people are inherently selfish. Which makes, in conjunction, makes them inherently evil. And it didn't go over well. My professor, even though I got a good grade on it, my professor did not agree. And, that's fine. It's okay for her to disagree. That's fine. Like, people have different viewpoints, but, like, I think about it as, like, whenever someone does something, me, someone else, whatever the case may be, hey, we got the no pawn coin, we gotta go back, I guess, no? Like, whenever anyone does anything, it's a... Actually, I'm gonna go up here first, and then I'll go back. Well, maybe no, because there's a thing up there. So, what? Is there one down there, too? Or what the hell? Where's... Oh, there's a thing... Hey, I see. I see. I'm with the program now. So anyways, the concept of my paper was... And it wasn't... It was a small study paper. Like, it wasn't a super scientific study. It was more about it was for English, one of the English classes, so it was just more about perspective. It was like a perspective paper or something, I think. And so one of the things that I keyed on was I interviewed a couple people, and I was like, when you
That's not fair.
do something for someone else, why do you do it?
This isn't going well.
Wait, don't.
Okay, well, do you do it to help someone else in need? Well, why? Because they need it? Sure. But do you also do it because, it makes you feel good inside that you're helping someone? It's like, if it didn't make you feel good inside, would you still do it for them? And, the answers I got were pretty much and again, these are mostly college kids and stuff like that. There's a couple of older people or whatever, but I think all but one person said if it made them feel worse about themselves or something, to help someone, to volunteer somewhere or something like that, they wouldn't do it. And that's really telling to me. It's and I'll say the same thing, and I'll say that I'm selfish and inherently evil too. We help others in order to justify feeling good about ourselves. And my wife's doing sewing right behind me as I'm talking about this, so maybe it won't come across as bad. So, but what I'm saying is for me, and I don't know enough about psychology for this, but this is just my viewpoint on this. I'm all for helping others, and that's fine. I enjoy helping others. I enjoy giving people stuff. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to give someone something. It makes me feel good when I see the reaction someone gets from something that I gave them, or me doing something for them. Even if I'm not expecting anything physically or in return, Like, we do expect some sort of like emotional connection to like that stuff, and it's like that itself is like part of the problem, right? Like, I guess sometimes like you're actually like an anonymous donation or something like that, like, but you still know, like, usually if you're doing an anonymous donation, I assume you know about the cause and you can follow the cause and you can say, okay, well, I made an anonymous donation to XYZ. Like, how are they responding with whatever they're doing, or whatever the case may be. So, like, I get there's probably some truth to, like, concept of that there, but for the most part, I'll tell you, like, I use myself as an example, and like I hope this doesn't come off the wrong way, but maybe it will or whatever. Maybe someone will correct me if I'm wrong on this, and I need to change my viewpoint. Please let me know. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to listen to anything you have to say, as long as it's productive. But, like, people do things because it makes them feel good about themselves. And that, to me, is selfish. Yes, this Daz is proof of no Palmer status that they stole. Daz knew he right to ask friends. Thank you so much. I'm glad everything worked out. Nice one, Shulk. Let's keep up the good work, bro. Of course. Nothing can stop us once we get going. Daz will give you a thank you present for getting proof back. Daz is so happy he cannot speak. Thank you so much, friends. Quest completed. Alright, I'll take it. Oh, he has another quest for me? Listen to Dazza. Listen, friends. Dazza think Monster might steal proof of merge status again. That doesn't sound good. I think we should get this sorted out as soon as possible. Yeah, we have to do something. Dazza wants friends to make this place safe for Dazza. If there are no more monsters, they cannot steal my proof again. Can friends do that for Dazza? What's stopping you from doing it? Dazza not strong. Friends strong. Friends can do. Don't think that flattering us is going to make us say yes. Daz will give you really good thank you present, so friends like No Palm help No Palm merchants like Dazza. Sure. Damn. That's a lot, man. So, I mean, yeah, like, I feel like if you're a selfish person, then you are by nature, like, this is generalization, obviously. There are going to be, exceptions to the rule, and there are going to be things that I'm not getting completely right or whatever, so, like, feel free. I'm open chat. Always open chat, always open to learn more. But, like, anyways, to me, it's just like, if you're a selfish person, then you're inherently evil. Like, and I know that doesn't really make too much sense or whatever, but, like, you're out to get everything for yourself at the cost of others, which directly contradicts what I was just saying, because you're helping people out to do with it. But, like, I'm using that as and like, maybe that's a flawed statement. Like, I'm using that particular, like, instance to prove that people are selfish, and then saying that the definition of people being selfish is that they'll turn on you every second, any seconds to get for themselves. And, like, that's kind of what we've got here, right? Like, how many of those people are out here saying that, they donate to, that saying, like, I'm not going to wear a mask. How many of them donate to schools or charities? One of the guys that I know, he's very against, like, very against masks, very against the government controlling everything and everything, stuff like that, but he'll donate to people. He takes care of people. He's a great dude. Don't get me wrong. He is a great dude. He is, he is wonderful. He donates time, money, all kinds of stuff. But he's also he's part of that whole, like, government's trying to control us with masks movement type of thing. And, like, it's kind of selfish, and the whole, like, stop taking my freedoms thing, like, kind of selfish. That's just my opinion. Like, sorry, man. I think there's so much more. So much more we can do as a society, as a country, as a culture, if we just stop worrying about.
We make a great team.
Stop worrying about what am I getting, or someone's controlling me, or reading into things, or whatever the case may be. Because, like, it's really not about that. It's not about that at all. It's about working together, being a team, being united. Like, talk about honoring America and everything, and not wanting to kneel and honoring the flag. Well, the flag is for 50 states united, 13 colonies united. And, like, I say it every chance I get, like, when talking about stuff. Like, I've never, maybe, like, I'm just now noticing it or whatever, but, like, I've never been more sure that we're a divided nation than I have been the last couple months. Just, like, there's so much right versus left, white versus black, like, religious versus non-religious. Like, there's so much separation, and part of that is what makes America great. It's just that, like, part of what made America great, and being able to have a melting pot of ideas, or a mixed salad of ideas. I have a history teacher who said he didn't like the idea of a melting pot, because what happens when you melt stuff? When you melt stuff together, it we have to, if you have a melting pot, so I was saying, sorry, I got a message I was looking at. If you have a melting pot, what happens in a melting pot? Well, in a melting pot, everything blends together until you have a solid color, right? You blend 3 cheeses, a white, a yellow, and a darker yellow. I don't know. It all blends until it's one color when you melt it all together. And, like, so then you have one view. But if you have, like, a salad, right? So you think of a salad. You have some lettuce, you have some croutons, you have some olives, you have tomatoes, whatever. No matter what you do when you mix it, you still have those individual pieces that come together to make something delicious and yummy and all that good stuff. But, in the end, they're all still they all maintain their individuality. So anyways, like, when that's, part of that is what made America great to begin with, in a concept, and then you think about how great this would be, like, to be able to do this, and then you look at how it was built, right? You know, you have a country that was built on slavery. You have a country that was built on, you know, the backs of slaves, built on corruption, built on, dare I say, rebellion. You know, you think about all the things that America stands for and all the great things that, you know, America has gone through, and you have to think about that these are all the things that we're struggling with today. I wonder if you can get a double jump at some point, like a higher jump or something, or you can fly, because like that's not a makeable jump. So, this is something that, like, I think about. These are the things that keep me up at night. Oh, you can make it if you get a running start, but the other characters get in your way. There we go. Rubber mantis. Alright, so let's check, because I think I'm in a different area now, collectibles wise. Yeah. Did I get... Ooh, Colony 6. The bonus, like, hey, I got it. I finally got Fire Tarantula. What will we get for it? Grand Gauntlets. And a white cluster. Okay, let's look at those before we do anything else. Also, let's look at our skill trees. He's on to... Restores HP to encourage ally. That's pretty good. I like that. So I got Grand Gauntlets. They don't help anyone. That's fine. Oh, and I also got a... What is it? It's a white cluster. That doesn't help either. So let's go back to the Collectopedia. So Ether Mine, we have a Rubber Mantis, which we got. That's good. An Elastic Mantis that will attack with its pinchers. Doesn't hurt though. Okay, and then we almost got everything for Colony 6. Verdant Eternity. Shulk mulled over this for ages. A leaf that never withers. A White Night Rod, which is Ether. Oh, we got Ether Defense up. Rain was able to name this quickly. It's a white shiny metal rod. Okay. Pyro Lizard. Covered in bumpy skin, it turns a fire red if you disturb it. Ambiglon Turtle. Carries shell-like topaz clusters. Folks like to use it as a decoration. Okay. A Dauber Corgi. Timid and weak, yet can become an excellent guard dog with training. Okay, weird. Cute Orchid. This bloom is truly lovely, but is soon scattered away on the breeze. Spirit Clematis. The petals look a bit intimidating, but is supremely beautiful and fragrant. Okay. I'm in. We'll jump back across. So I forget what I was talking about, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. This has been kind of going on. No Pawn Merchant. This mine is very complicated. It's so easy to get lost, but you don't have to worry. Just follow glow moss on the wall like marker and go inside. Okay, well I can't trade with you. Let's see what you got. Oh, you got stuff to buy. Okay. Steady Driver. No. Air Sniper. No. Army Pike. No. Stealth Rifle. Kind of cool, but you don't have any slots. Grand Gear. Ooh, okay. You're actually better than the HP up. Didn't I just want to buy you? And I thought better of it? That's actually way better for him. And I can move the HP up over. Yeah, let's bet that. Pelt Top. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Buy one of them too. Lagar armor. Grand gauntlets. Got those. And all these suck. Are these learned? I haven't read these. I need to read these. Shield bash. Thank you. Please come back in. So I need to use those items real quick. Collectibles, items. No. How do I use them? Arts? Oh. Alright, well, which one did I just discard? Light heal. And shield bash. Shield bash was also not learned. Is it because I don't have shield bash yet? Like, is that why? I feel like that's weird. I got an itch on my foot. Yeah, it's so weird. I was running a further level. Maybe it just doesn't have it yet. Huh. Strange. Let's sell some stuff. Shit, I just bought that. I'm gonna put those on first. It's getting late. I'm not thinking. Health cap and the HP up too. Is anything better to do? Like, just strength up. I guess. And then he has pelt top, which makes that better. Alright, so everything else I should be able to sell. But yeah, I just like, I don't know. It's not hard to be a good person. And if you think that people are telling you, oh, anyways, yeah, I was talking about how the country was built and all that jazz. I'm not gonna sell those. Okay. Well. Like, oh, of course. I'm getting ready to talk about it again and get a cutscene.
Guys, kill the noise.
Mechon.
Mechon.
I can't believe they've taken the mine too.
I mean, we can kick their butts pretty easily, probably.
Oh no, Juju!
Keep it together, Sharla. Don't start panicking now.
Rhine!
You said yourself they can't have seized the entire area, right? I bet you they're holed up someplace safe. Juju is alive, and we're gonna find him.
That's why we're here. You can count on us.
Yeah, yes. It'll be fine. Rhine. Shulk. Thank you.
Alright, let's get this going. So, anyways, yeah, the country is built on the backs of, like, all this negative stuff. And whether you want to believe it or not, like, that's fine. Like, you know, we can have discussion all the time, but, like, people that are talking about riots and everything like that, like, what do you think the Boston Tea Party was? It was a rebellious riot.
Don't let a single one escape.
Alright, I'm feeling it. I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into it, right?
Like, what do you think the Boston Massacre was? It was rioting against the police. You know, at the time, the police were the British Empire. No taxation without representation. I'm not comparing that to the Black Lives Matter movement because it's very different, but like those are two very different. What's the? I want to use the right word. There were two very different issues, but that was the issue. That was an issue at the time, and that was how it was taken care of. That was how it was worked on to get better, if you will. So, I mean, when you think about, like, talking about how, you know, all these rebellious people, you know, they're just rebelling and all it's bad, they're rioting, so that, like, it's not. It's really not. Because it's literally what this country has been doing since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of the inception of the country. Boom. So, like, now it's Ryan time. I don't know. I'm probably saying something wrong. Someone out there is gonna watch this and be upset about it, and like, it's fine. Like, if I said something wrong or I offended you or whatever, you know, like I said, I'm willing to have a conversation. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to be better, which is more than a lot of people in this country can say, to be honest. Oh my God, 29. The Glowmoss Lake.
Let's do this.
Don't let a single one escape.
Oh, why is it not? There we go. Bam. There we go. Your Alpha can get as hot as it wants, dude. So I want to take out this guy first. And then I want to fight the other guy, and we'll see how that goes. If that guy kills me, that'll be it for tonight. Alright, we're not making a ton of damage. Ooh. We're successfully down to Resident Evil Revelations, which we will play at some point in time. Oh my god, I got another one involved. Lower defense. I think it's this one. That did not work well. Alright, let's see. Ether Break 2. Ooh, it's a death one.
This is not good. Okay, sure.
Time's over. Try and dodge this.
Shara, you're really focused.
My rifle's getting hotter.
What's under there? Come on! Alright, I'm feeling it.
Ooh,
Doing too well.
Stay strong.
we're all dazed. He's gonna get us. For sure.
This isn't going well.
Wait, don't rush off.
Monado, lend us your power!
Nope. And we're dead. Well, I mean, it was fun to try. It was fun to try. We'll come back to it, probably. Oh, shit. No, 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 no. I want to leave. I want to leave. Thanks. Thanks, but no thanks, brother.
Alley-oop.
Alley-oop. Alright, fire ether deposit. Got some large fire crystals. Yeah, I think we're probably almost done here. Shit, I missed. So, I don't know. I just
We make a great team.
want people to not suck so much, you know? Is that too much to ask? Like, if I just reach one person, that's enough, you know? And like, if you're out there and you're just like, you're thinking about me and you're watching this and you're like, man, this guy is just a sheep, you know, he just blindly follows the government's rules or whatever. It's just like, one, the government makes the rules. I don't make the rules. So if the government makes the rules, I follow the rules. That's what being a good citizen is of this great country that you are so worried about us destroying.
We win!
Let's stay alert.
Who else wants some?
So that's one. And two, if it's something that's not a rule or a law or something that someone wants you to do, I do my own research. I read studies, I look at, you know, news articles, I look at scientific studies, I look at a number of different things before I make a decision on something. You know, I look at actual, like, testing, I look at scientific numbers, I look at anecdotal evidence across multiple mediums. You know, I've seen all the comments on Twitter. I've seen it from both sides. You know, I look at Reddit, I read news articles, I read scientific journals sometimes if that's what it needs to happen. Like, I find articles from scientific journals to discuss. And, like, that's, you know, it's just what it has to be. But it's late here, so I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go ahead and save. I'm going to save right here. We're level 25. We're 12 hours into this on chapter 5. So I'm going to turn this off now. But thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone. And just have a good evening and be a good person. See ya.